I got pretty serious about the macro photography, and because I was always inclined towards that genre of photography, and I started shooting macro. And believe me, guys, I was shooting without a flash till 2017 December, technically 2018. So I bought my flash on 2017, and then I started shooting from 2018 with a flash, and recently have shifted to Olympus system. I mean, I was talking to myself. I always tell Ravindra Saprushi and the Olympus team that this is totally an untapped market as far as macro is considered. I don't know why this has not been marketed. This has not been shown to the people. And thank you so much to the Olympus, the Creative Peripherals team, to give me an opportunity in order to explain why Olympus or a micro four third body is perfectly suitable for macro photography. So talking about this webinar, I'll just brief you what I'm going to speak about. I don't like theory. I'm an engineer by profession, and I would love to do the practicals. So already Creative Peripherals has organized under the umbrella of Olympus macro photography session by the ace photographer Mr. Hayat Muhammad last couple of weeks ago, and he has very well covered all the technical and the theoretical aspect of basic photography as well as the macro focus photography. So I will not again going to repeat the same thing and explain to you what is macro, what is what are the details of macro photography, how would you like to become a very good photographer. These all things have been covered by Hayat. Now what I would like to cover here is the practical approach, right? So we got the gears, we know what we have to do, we know what we have to shoot. We are not new to macro. Probably I hope anyone who has joined in this webinar is not really new to macro. He probably have some idea about the macro photography. But what I'm going to tell you is how I recovered. I mean, my learning curve was a steep one, and I will tell you why and how your photo is getting affected, and how you can improve with the simple techniques and tricks with which you can actually jump off your macro photography. So I had the same question where probably with a lot of people have the same question that yeah, मेरे पास भी वही gear है, I have the same gear, I have the best gear in the market, or I have the same gear as that guy, but then why am I my photos are not up to the mark? Why my photos look so different than the one who's having the same gear as me? I'll tell you why. And I also will reveal the secret of my diffusion techniques. Very simple, but it will give you a kickstart to look macro photography at an all new angle. So I believe I must start now with the presentation. So I've started sharing my screen. For all the people who has recently joined, please note that if I want to show you something from my mobile camera, I would or the other camera devices, I will be suggesting you to please look into the other Lucky Jaiswal ID, and you will probably see me sharing my details over there of the gears and of the diffusion material and the equipments. Okay. And if anybody has a doubt, please unmute and talk to me, and then I'll let you know how to do it. Okay.
Just one moment, one small interruption. I just brief up the session, how it would be going. Like you'd be telling about giving the session, and near the end of it, there will be question and answer session. People who have got questions can ask questions that time. By that time, please keep your mic and your video on mute. And one more thing, after this session, we'll have a Kahoot question and answer, which is a quiz form of thing. So I'll get you the details and he will be telling you. So I hope that everybody has that Kahoot application already in there. Okay, Lucky, you can go on.
Okay. I'll move on then. I already briefed you about the webinar, what we are going to talk about. So here are the contents of a precise content what I'm going to speak about today. The basics of macro photography. Even though many of us knew what is macro photography, there is a slight confusion or always a kind of a debate. What is macro photography? So I'll slightly touch about that issue. Second will be why Olympus for macro photography. Third will be the diffusion a key ingredient in macro photography. So I mentioned specifically a key ingredient because this is the thing which you, if you add properly to a macro photography, it will just boom your shots. Next is basics of stacking and what's in my bag when I go for a macro trail. Next is when is the right and how to become a human tripod. After that, I will be showcasing some of the images which I have taken from Olympus system, and I would be reviewing them as well. I would share a small story, techniques I use to click that shot, and furthermore. So, and after my showcase, we'll have a question and answer session wherein you can ask freely whatever you want to ask. But you can definitely ask in between the presentation. But I would suggest you, if you want to ask something which is having a lengthy answer or a long answer, please write it down. Ask me during the question answer session. But if you have a question which is very, which I can answer very, immediately, please do feel free to ask me. Unmute yourself and then ask me the question. Okay. So here on basics of macro photography. So what is basically macro photography? Why do we call macro photography? See, I'll try to explain it in a very easy way. See, a normal full frame camera is of the size of a 36 mm. Full frame camera sensor size is 36 mm by 24 mm. If you see here on the screen, the size of the camera on the longer side is 36 mm and the width is 24 mm. So when you click a photo, any subject which is of 36 by 24 mm, it should fill the frame. Fill the frame means when you click the photo of that particular subject, it will start from the very end of the long edge and end to the very end of the long edge. So what is the definition of macrography? If you are shooting close to 1:1, it is a macro shot. Okay. Some people also believe that whenever you shoot from 1:4 magnification and beyond that, that becomes macro shot. So there is no book, the definition of macro shot, but yes, you start from 1:4, you come into macro field. If you're behind that, it should not be considered as a macro photo. Many people believe that they take a close-up shot and tell people that it is a macro. No. I also attached a photo of a fan-throated lizard, which I took from a 100-400 mm lens. This image, if you blow it up, you will find all the intricate details as in it was taken through a macro lens, but it is not, because the size of that fan-throated lizard was beyond the size of the sensor, and it cannot be called as a macro photo. So a brief underline, I've also mentioned that 1:1 definition for a full frame would be getting these two sides of the subject projected on the sensor without any loss of magnification. So if I hold a 100 mm subject, and if I take a photo at 1:1, it should also be visible 100 mm on the sensor. That is called as 1:1 macro. 1:1 photo, and that is what we call macro photography. I'll go to the next point. What do I need to do macro photography? See, there are a lot of equipments available in the market. So I'll just drill it down to the basic techniques which is normally used in the market or by the fellow photographers doing macro photography. First and foremost, a dedicated macro lens. Obviously, you need a pair of eyes, a camera body. So I'm not mentioning that over here. For doing macro photography, what you need is basically a macro lens. You can start with macro lens, but they're quite expensive. Okay, because they're built to do the job. Okay, so the key benefits of any macro lens, a dedicated macro lens, will be razor sharp images. No hassles. Put it on the body and then start shooting. That's it. Very comfortable working distance. Normally, for 1:1 magnification, DSLR would have around a 6-inch 6-inch of working distance, somewhere over here. Okay, and if you talk about micro four thirds, it will be close to 3.5 or 4 inches. Now, next comes the another option, which is called as diopter or close-up filters. What do we? I mean, what are the most famous close-up filters are the Raynox. You can see this is the Raynox. It's just a clip-on lens. You can just, there's a spring-loaded clips. You just push it, place it on the lens, okay, and leave it. That's it. It is in being, now your normal lens will be is converted into a macro lens. Okay, so there are two types of Raynoxes available in the market. One is 250 and DCR 150. 250 named after, as it is giving a magnification of around 2.5x at 1:1 on a full frame, and this 150 will be giving you around a 1.5x magnification on a 1:1 scale, 1:1 magnification on a macro lens. The next option comes to the extension tubes. But before going to the extension tube, I would also like to mention that there is a small drawback of these Raynox, that the sharpness tends to vary around the center of these, shot. Though it is cheaper, it is very quick and easy. You clip on, and then your lens convert to the normal telephoto or normal lens. And then if you want to convert it to macro, you just put it on and it becomes a macro. But there is a drawback, slight drawback. The sharpness slightly varies at the corners of the image. Now moving on to the extension tubes. Extension tubes are of two types: smart and dumb. Smart are those which are actually letting you control the lens with the electrical connectivity between the body and the lens. Whereas if you see closely, I will just zoom in the picture for you. You see the screen. There are two extension tubes mounted on this body before the lens, right? These two extension tube mounted, and then you put on the lens. What it actually does is it doesn't add to any kind of a magnification. It only allows you to go closer to the subject, which in turn will give you a magnification. So it is not magnifying the image, it is only allowing you to go close to the subject, resulting in a macro photo. Okay, so the issues with these extension tubes are, if you're using a dumb, you cannot control the lens, and if it is of not a good quality, what will happen? You will there can be light loss. If you are increasing the distance, the light travels at a longer distance, and that's why the loss of light will be more. You're not using a very good quality of extension tube, probably some lens flare can come, कुछ light leakage हो सकता है जो अंदर आके आपके image को. I'll move on to the next. The macro bellows. Macro bellows are nothing but exactly same as extension tubes, but they are flexible in length, right? What you can do is, I'll do it for you. It is basically mounted on a rail. This is the body, this is the lens, right? And this is a set of extension tube whose length you can actually change without unmounting the lens, right? So any other kind of a normal extension tube, you have to remove the lens, then add one more extension tube if you want to change, and then again mount it and then start shooting. This one is very handy, and it goes to a very long length, and that's why it is normally used for extreme magnification photography, right? Next one comes to the cheapest way of converting any lens into macro lens is the reverse ring. Now, to speak a little bit more, even though when I said cheapest, it is not the best. Right? So if you see what it does is, this is a standard DSLR camera photo from the top. Right? This is the camera, you mount the lens on the camera, right? But what it does is, if you see this lens is inverted, right? There is a screw on the front side of the lens. This is a ring which you need to buy. You can just mount it, screw it here, and then mount the lens on the other side. Means this is the normal mounting technique. If I had to mount this lens on the reverse side, what will happen? I'll have to screw this ring here, and then mount it on the reverse side. That's how it will be. But there are a lot of drawbacks, because of this using this technique. Though it is the cheapest, but the drawbacks are pretty much, on the higher scale. Like, you cannot control the aperture. There is no electronic contact of the camera body and the lens, so you cannot control the aperture and the lens when you're shooting. Lens internal structure is exposed to the environment. Now imagine you are shooting in a monsoon season and you go close to the subject. Probably there is a water dripping and it goes inside the electronic component or the optical component, and it will damage. right? And the distance also is not very good. The working distance is very, very poor in case of a reverse ring, and it will, you need to be a pretty expert when going down to this, this form of macro photography, because you need to really work upon the focusing techniques when you do that. And obviously changing the aperture as per the subject is difficult. When we go to the field, we don't find all the subjects of the same size, right? You will not find all subjects of the same sizes on the field. You find something bigger, something smaller. For every subject, you need to change the set. You need to balance the aperture. But if you cannot do that, why? You have to again remove the lens, put it on, set the aperture preview button दबाइए, फिर निकालिए, फिर उसको वापस फिट करिए. Okay, so I will personally not prefer you. I suggest you to go for a reverse ring unless you have a severe cash crunch and you cannot afford anything more than 250 rupees. This reverse ring is about 150 or 50 rupees in the market. The last thing which I would like to cover here is the teleconverter or tele-extenders. If you see, the tele-extenders are very smart and very well-designed piece of optics, which actually increase the the focal length of the camera lens and magnify the image also. So it is not like extension tube. Extension tube just increase the distance, but this has optical instrument in between, you can see from the screen, and this increases the magnification of the image and then put it on the sensor, right? But again, these are expensive. Effective number is narrower. When you put on these teleconverters, the effective f number tends to increase, and if that happens in some bodies, the autofocus is kaput, because haywire it does autofocus. Right. So I already mentioned you what are the different equipments you need to basically start with the macro photography. I will also say, I'm saying, okay, 1:1 magnification, 1:2 magnification, 1:4 magnification. How do I know that? How do I see on lens? How do I read it on macro photography? I have been using a lens, a macro lens, but I was not aware that, okay, there are readings on the lens, and then you can read actually how much magnification you are working upon. Based on that, you can decide, okay, I shot the subject at this particular magnification. So I'll come to that. Please focus on the screen. There are 3 photos which I'm zooming in now. So I've actually bifurcated these magnification reading techniques into 2 types. One is dedicated macro lens, and another is add-on equipment. If you have a dedicated macro lens, you can very easily understand what is the magnification you are working upon, like this. See this? You see this lens? This lens has magnification rating and the working distance. See, 1:4 magnification, 0.34 meter, or feet in 1.11. 1:2 magnification pay, you will be able to work up only at 0.23 meters distance. 1:1.3 magnification with this distance. 1:1 magnification, you will have somewhere around 0.6 feet, means around 6.5 inches, as I said. Now, same goes with the other bodies. This is Olympus lens, 60 mm power horse. This is Canon 100 mm ISUSM lens. You can again see the same kind of marking: 1:2, 1:3, and 1:5, and so on. Again, another lens which is called as MPE65. This is a total manual lens. वो कहते हैं ना कि जहाँ 1:1 खत्म होते हैं वहां से शुरू होते हैं. The magnification of this lens starts from 1:1 and it goes to 1:5. I got this lens here with me. You see, it is like this. It's very small, right? But once you go on a magnification, the barrel comes out and it becomes like this. Okay, and the readings of magnification are here. I will show it to the camera and the camera also. You can see. Are you with me? 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. So this also shows the distance, working distance, and the magnification. How do you read the dedicated macro lens? Now here comes the tricky part. How do you read something like मैंने Reynolds लगा दिया अपने telephoto lens पे? How do I read the magnification? I don't know, right? Well, here's the solution. There are many beautiful sites on internet available which will give you magnification calculators readily available, and now there are apps also. If you want that app details, I will please DM me on Insta. I will be replying you with the link, and you can download that app and just put on what equipment you are using and what magnification, what focal length working, and boom, you got the magnification. So you don't have to invent the wheel again. People have already studied and made this readily available on mobile app. Okay, so this is how you read the magnification of your. I'll come to the next point of basics of macro photography. What are the factors that affect the macro photography? The first and foremost will be the equipment you are using. See, equipment definitely plays a very important role in macro photography. I already explained about the lenses and the add-ons which you have, which you need to have in order to start with macro photography. So I will not speak about that over here, but about the camera body, yes, I would like to speak. See, the camera body, there are a lot of different types of camera bodies. Full frame, APS-C, that is a crop sensor, micro four thirds, and many more. Right. So I will just try to explain what exactly I mean by this. So this is a full frame camera sensor size. Okay. This is 36 by 24 mm. Whereas on APS-C, it will be much smaller. And the crop factor turns out to be around 1.5. So this table also shows how much crop factor it is not accurate. It is very close readings. So this is the size of a crop frame sensor, and you'll get a 1.5x zoom. This crop factor, this is not the magnification. Please understand. Okay, there's a difference between magnification and crop factor. I already explained you the magnification. This is the crop factor, means image is not magnified. It is just 1:1, but the sensor itself is small, and it is only reading the portion of that particular impose of image, right? So the micro four thirds are crop sensors, so they are only reading a portion of that particular image, which is being proposed on the sensor, but at a 1:1 magnification. Okay. Next factor is the camera settings. Now we all, I believe 100% of us have gone through online tutorials, online study material. The most common thing we found is the exposure triangle, right? It is the very basic thing. So once you try to balance between shutter speed, aperture, and light sensitivity, you are almost, the half battle is already won, right? If you know the balance of this, then you are already done. So for macro photography, usually we have to shoot at high f numbers, means small apertures. For the people who don't know what is aperture is, I will just give you an explanation. Okay, please switch on to my mobile camera view, and I'll show you there. Okay. Can you see? Can you see the movement of the aperture ring? This is the aperture.
Yes.
Right? You see, it is going small to the big. I'm just pressing the aperture preview button. This is the aperture opening. So high f number means smaller the hole size, right? Small, because we need a lot of field. We want to cover the most of the subject's area, because when you go in high, it is not possible to get a very good depth of field. This is all physics, so we have to adjust the camera setting. We cannot develop a lens which can actually give you a very good depth of field at very high magnification. It is not possible. It is physics. But what you can do is you can change the settings of the camera and increase the aperture number, f number, means stop down the size. The size of the aperture should be very low, and the exposure shutter speed should be as high as possible. I mean, it all depends on the body and the flash you are using, because the moment you decrease the size of the aperture, what will happen, the very less amount of light, the whole का size छोटा हो गया तो light भी कम आएगी अंदर, right? It's very simple. So light कम आ रही है तो you have to make it brighter. If you want to make it brighter, then you need a flash, you need an external source of light. And once you put on a flash, your shutter speed remains at max. I think it can go to 250, 1/250. So 1/250 पे आप के ऊपर आप शटर स्पीड लेके नहीं जा सकते हैं, इसलिए अपर्चर को ही आपको कंट्रोल करना है. Regarding the ISO, I would not suggest you to go beyond 320 on a micro four third, 800 on a full frame body, and somewhere around 600 to 650 around in an APS-C camera, because beyond that you will see noise. So that is my real enemy. I don't want any noise. I'll better pump up the flash power, decrease the aperture, but then I will not do. I will not pump up the ISO. Now, this is a very basic definition which I've explained you about the exposure triangle. But I also would like to, discuss about another triangle which we have, prepared so far with one of my friends, the magnification triangle. Now, the magnification triangle, we have put depth of field at one end, light and diffusion at one end, composition at one end. So, a good photograph will be a combination of these three factors. Although the exposure triangle is very much important, but when you are beyond this exposure triangle, this is what you have to focus. Depth of field, subject size कितना है, gear limitations क्या है, working distance कितना है, आपका light diffusion, how are you diffusing the light, how much you are diffusing the light, are you creating a diffuser which is losing a lot of light, thereby actually decreasing the number of frames you can take of the same subject. Composition. Now, composition is observe, think, and shoot. You cannot just find a subject. अरे चलो मिल गया subject अभी ठोको उसको. No. Once you see a subject, please observe, think about how you are going to shoot, check your parameters, check your exposure triangle, check your depth of field, check your diffusion design, and then go for a shoot. Okay, give yourself time to think before jumping in and shooting it. I'll move on to the next. Now, the another factor which is affecting macro photography is the weather, which weather you go. Okay, so normally we shoot macro in monsoon because we found a lot of subjects during that time. Now, during this lockdown period also, we found a lot of subjects coming out of nowhere. I have never seen such subjects, but they are now in my garden, and then I am able to shoot that. So weather is a big factor. What time you shoot means early in the morning. You see, if you want to see butterflies basking, you go early in the morning, and there's a particular time period wherein if you go, then you will find them resting, and you, even if you go close, they probably will not fly away. So you can get a very good close up. And regarding time, again, if you want to see some cicada shedding the skin, the exoskeleton, you have to go at the night time or early in the morning, very early in the morning during the dawn, and then probably you will find, if you're lucky enough, you'll probably find some insect shedding the exoskeleton. And lastly, where do you shoot? Obviously, you cannot get macro shots at your home or on a garden which is in your society. You have to go somewhere, and then you have to smartly select which location you are going. And there are many species which are very which are local to some specific areas. So you need to study a little bit if you want to shoot something specifically, and then move on. And last but not the least, the photographer himself. This is the last factor, but very important factor. I have put on an image of a very casual photo enthusiast who was just shooting in any way it is possible. This is not the way I would suggest you to shoot. These are, although a sign of a very good, stable photographer, using the elbows, the knees, the toes, and stable on the ground. You can see they're using all their elbows and knees and the body and your neck in the perfect position so that the stability stays. I'll be speaking about this in detail in the next slide. Okay, so why Olympus for macro photography? See, Olympus has world's first history. I'll show you how many world's first they have done so far. So from 1986, the world's first flash proof body they have designed. In 2003, they have made world's first dust reduction system. 2006, world's first full-time live view swivel LCD. As a pixel shift technology in Sony. Now, 2016, they have made world's first, all cross-type on-chip face detection. I mean, on chip they have mounted everything. So again, performance is increased. They have got the latest technology, the compact and lightweight design, high resolution lenses, 5-axis stabilization, and almost a crop factor of 2. Why I mention it specifically here? Because yes, in macro I need that. The second best thing is EVF. EVF stands for electronic viewfinder. Okay. So I will tell you what is a viewfinder. Basically, this is a, for the people who don't know, this is a viewfinder from you actually see. And in DSLRs, you see that there's a difference, right? The size. You see, this is the size. Can you see? So this is the difference of a micro four third. It looks like a toy in front of this giant, right? So basically, what happens is, as you see in the slide, the light comes from here. It goes to the lens. There is a mirror inside. It reflects the light onto the top. There is a prism at the top, which again reflected over here. And then this is what you see over here from the viewfinder. Okay. Whereas in case of a mirrorless body, as in Olympus, what happens is light comes from here, goes to the sensor. Sensor का सारा signal AVF में जाता है, and then you see what the sensor is seeing directly. There is nothing in between. So that's why there is the mirror, there is the prism. So that is what made their body very light and very accurate. One more beautiful thing about EVF, the electronic viewfinder, is, see, this is digital, right? This is a digital view of the what the sensor is seeing. So you can make anything in digital. So it is very much customizable, right? You can make the histogram view, the peaking, the focus peaking thing, which I will explain later on. The focus peaking is visible. You can input anything you want over there, which is the, I mean, the balancing thing. If your angle is water level balanced or not, you're making a tilt shot or not, this is also visible. So anything you can make digitize and then put it on the EVF. That's the beauty of it. But obviously there are a lot of benefits of EVF, but there is a drawback also, that it eats a lot of battery. So apart from that, I don't see any drawback with respect to an OVF. OVF means optical viewfinder of, that is, of a DSLR. As I already explained, the 5-axis stabilization. When you go on to the field for shooting macro photography, when you go into the high magnification, you can actually feel your heartbeats trembling your hands like this, after a beat like this, after a beat like this. And then because of this, this 5-axis stabilization plays a very important role when you are doing a macro photography. Next, focus peaking. One of my topic which I would always use when I'm using a mirrorless camera of Olympus. You see, no doubt there is a focus point marking on any DSLR, but the focus peaking gives you the exact idea. The pixels are illuminated. If you see from this image, this statue's face, the red sign, the points, these are the points in focus. So you know exactly what is going to be in focus. Now, what else you need? Just click. Here also, if you see, this surface of the camera is flat, right? When you shoot from a DSLR, you probably will see some focus point blinking over here or here. You probably will be confused which part this camera cover is in focus or the body. But with focus peaking, you can exactly pinpoint which pixels are in focus. How good is that? Next, focus bracketing and in-camera stacking. See, I will not go. I'll not punch in all the details here, because this is kind of something to do with an expert photographer. Because unless and until you understand the basics of macro photography, please do not jump into stacking or bracketing. Don't give it. I mean, do it too hard with you. Don't be too harsh with you. Okay, so I will be covering this focus bracketing and stacking topic in the next slide in a very easy way, right? So this is just a feature which is Olympus is giving. What we do in the post processing, they are offering in the camera itself, right? You do stacking in the camera. You just shoot 10 photos, the camera will stack and then give you the output. Now, weather sealing. Now, weather sealing is also a very important factor for any macro photographer. You see this photo. This is my photo basically. I am using my Olympus body and shooting this snake here. Right? As you can see, the water drops here. The water drops are literally splashing, even though I have the umbrella on over me. You can see the umbrella's rod inside my pocket. So I am holding the umbrella with my, one hand, and the end is in my pocket, and I'm still trying to shoot the snake, but still there are a lot of water droplets coming into the camera body. So this is where the weather sealing plays role. I have never seen anybody else marketing their products literally by submerging them into the water, right? I've seen Olympus, you know, uh, classrooms wherein they are washing the camera with the water by dripping it on. So this is the confidence they have with the weather sealing, and I believe this is one of the best in market. Right. Here comes the favorite part of most of the macro photographer, diffusion. Right. So as I said, I bought my first flash in 2017 end, and I was shooting till that time with 10,000 ISO. And I know it sounds crazy, but then I did that. And after getting a flash, I thought, now I know everything, and I start shooting. Then again I shoot, and then everything was burnt, everything was blown out. I don't know what was happening. And then finally I tried to figure out, okay, what I need to diffuse the light. And I started diffusing the light slowly and steadily, and I will tell you how I did it. Right. First, before going ahead, how I did it. What is diffusion? Right. How diffusion affects. This is the photograph of long nose plant hopper, and if you see, I have shot the same moment without a flash, a diffuser, and with a diffuser. Now you can see with this photo, both the photos are with the same settings. Now if you see overexposed photo, these are very much overexposed photo, very lot of highlights here, extreme highlights, very sharp shadows on the below the subject, and loss of data. Some pixels are burned, they're gone. I cannot do anything on the post processing. I mean, they're gone for my control. The same moment I shot with a diffuser, now the photo is well lit, exposure अच्छा है, very less highlights which I can control in post processing. No और opaque shadows, बहुत ही कम shadows हैं या फिर बहुत ही light हैं, you cannot even see. 100% data of the photo can be used, means whatever pixels जिसमें जो read हुए हैं, जिसमें जो उसने capture किया है, वो I can control in the post processing and try to play with the settings and the colors and the exposure and everything. So this is the benefit of diffusion. Believe me, this is when I my macro photography kick started. Okay? So although there is again no definition of a diffuser types, this is made up by me because I have two kind of flash, single flash and double flash. Single flash looks something like this, which you have seen very commonly. The uncommon thing is this. This is my twin flash. Can you see this? My twin flash. This is my single flash. So I have bifurcated my own diffusion type into categories. One is cone, the other one is twin. Each one have their own benefits and drawbacks. So I'll just explain it before going how to make your own diffusion. Before showing my diffusion style, I will show what are these two kind of diffusion which I'm going to explain about. See, the first type of diffusion is called as cone diffusion. I'll zoom in the picture. You see this kind of cone thing, ice cream cone thing. This is called as a cone, right? And the twin diffusion. Now, if you see there, I've already shown you my twin flash. So I'm using a diffuser cup over here and over here. So as you can see very well, the cone diffuser gives a very seamless diffusion, very beautiful diffusion, as it looks like किसी स्टूडियो में खड़ा करके उस मैक्रो के सब्जेक्ट की हमने फोटो ली, and can work on both the flashes. Means this cone can work on a single flash also, on a dual flash also, right? It is very lightweight due to single flash compatibility. अगर मान लीजिए मैं इसको एक single flash के साथ use कर रहा हूँ, it is very easy, very compatible. ये कैमरा है, इसको single flash लगाया, आगे cone लगाया, बस that's how my diffusion is. But the drawbacks, I'll come to the drawbacks of this cone diffuser. Subject is not visible by approaching. See, imagine this is my flash mounted, and this is my cone. Okay, if I approach you on the on the lens, you see, if imagine you yourself are a subject, can I see you? I cannot see you. See, so what happens is when I do this, what happens is I cannot see the subject. When I'm approaching to the subject, I cannot see. I don't know which angle I'm going. When you are at 1:1, it becomes really difficult for you to know where the subject is, and that is when the subject probably will go away and then fly away. You lose the subject. Not easy to shoot in narrow or bushy areas. See, you will not find a subject sitting on the top of a branch always and, okay, come on, shoot me. No, it will never happen. What you have to do is, and because of those twigs, the subject also will move and then it will go, right? So this is the drawback of this cone diffuser. Now again, subject tends to get us scared away because of the protruding shape. Now the shape is like a cone, so the subject usually feels that somebody is coming to grab them, somebody is coming like this on them. So this tend to scare away the subjects. The last but very important, very limited area of diffusion. The area of diffusion is very limited for a cone diffuser. It is not suitable for a subject which is at a far distance. For example, you want to shoot a snake, a pit viper. Imagine you going to work close to him and he is biting you. Yeah, I don't want you to do that. So I tried this cone diffuser design and tried shooting a subject which is almost a 2 feet or 3 feet away from me. This diffusion is failed. It has actually failed me. The loss of light, and without if I remove the cone, a direct hit of light on the subject and it was all blown away. So without any diffusion, obviously you are killing your photo. So there comes the twin diffuser. Now the twin diffuser helps me a lot when I'm shooting anything which is beyond 1 or 2 feet. Now what's happening is, okay, I'll explain you with this photo. Can you see my twin diffuser setup? Now I am also giving a top light and a side light to the subject, right? Can I do that with a cone diffuser? No, not at all. Never. So this is the beauty of a twin diffuser, right? So easily accessible to almost any angle. अगर कोई झाड़ वगैरह है आसपास तो you can go behind it also, right? Excellent control over light and diffusion. Okay, there are some instances where you can see there's a light already coming from sunlight coming from the right side, and you want to expose from the left side. You can put on the leg and just do like this. Okay, do like this. I want a top light, and there is a light source already over here, some sun or anything, and then I want a light from the left side. I'll just go and I'll put on the light setup like this. So extremely easy to light up your subject, you know. Now the drawbacks: expensive, very expensive setup, and not very sturdy. I would say one time it fell off and then it's gone. Right, so you have to be very careful while investing in such kind of equipment. There's only one company which I know which is manufacturing, that is Kuangren. If you want to know, please DM me on Instagram. I will be sharing you all the details. The diffusion here is not seamless. You know, cone mein kya hota hai ki it gives you a studio-like diffusion, very beautiful, very seamless. But what happens is, in this case, it is more of a flat diffusion, right? Flat heads and flat diffusion aata hai. Although there are you can kill the shadows very easily with this kind of a twin setup, but then the exposure is quite flat with what I've observed. It is increasing the weight of the whole system. Now I'll again explain what happens is, see, this is the body of the camera. And I mounted it over here. See, can you see the protruding legs giving away? Imagine I am mounting this on an Olympus body. It's a small body, a toy-like body, which is very light. Mounting this on the top of it, it will topple like this. So it actually kills my balance. So I had to practice a lot when I'm using this particular lens on my body. Stable hands, using your elbows, using your knee. And many times I've asked my friends, okay, kneel down, I want to put something on your back. So this is how it has been done. So that was about the cone diffusion and the twin diffusion. So I will now explain how I made this diffusion. Okay. So I will share you a small story. This was my 10 rupees Kickstarter pack of designing a diffuser, a cone diffusion, right? So you know what is this? This is a cone, football cone. This is used to place on the football ground to play and practice football. Can you see this? I bought it from Decathlon. Okay, so this is a very basic thing, but when I shot this, when I shot using this, it was a boom. I mean, I just kick-started my macro photography. I said, "ऐसा होता है. This is diffusion. This is what I wanted." So I then used it to. This was the original cup. So, this is the original cone. This is how I cut it and designed it to be used with my 100 Canon body. And once I did that, boom. So I will give you a live example how this diffusion works, how this diffusion affects. Okay, I have a subject like this over here. Okay, I'm going to shoot it right in front of you. Okay, I'll show you the results. Are you able to see the results? Can somebody answer me?
Yes, Lucky. We are able to see it.
Yes. If you see the results, lot of hard shadows. Can you see the shadows? As it looks like another doll is standing behind this doll, right? Now, I will put my diffuser on. Same, nothing changed. Okay. This is the result. Almost no shadow. Gone. Can you see this? Now, what I want to explain is, I mean, you are not able to see here on the screen, but the results are, previously I used to believe that, okay, diffusion is only of the light and then it affects the light exposure and everything. But then I started observing that if you are diffusing well, you are actually increasing the sharpness of the photo. Because it is not increasing, basically you are actually able to see what you are losing when you are not diffusing the light, right? So when you diffuse the light, the sharpness also somehow, tends to go away. When you diffuse the light properly, you actually try to see what you are actually shooting and the intricate details, which is the actual beauty of any macro subject. So once you use the sharpness or the details of small details of that macro subject, you are actually killing the photo. So diffusion is the key ingredient in macro photography. Please note it down, jot it down, and work well on the diffusion, I would say. So I will tell you now how I made my diffusion, right? So uh, I have seen so many, workshops wherein people are talking about diffusion, but the easiest way of making it, I don't know, I haven't found it anywhere online. So I will try to make it as easy as possible. See, diffusion material which can be used, which is readily available, are sheets. You go to the stationery shop, you find these files, white, colorful files. Try to choose an opaque white material sheet. Okay, this is the best material you can get, or you can get the foam sheets. Foam sheets are also available in any stationery shop, right? And if you buy any consumer electronic product, you will get it for free. Multi-layered butter paper or tracking papers, tracing papers. So this is a tracing paper. Basically, it is very fragile, very thin, but very good for diffusion. It is made up of fibers of paper, which is very weak in nature, but then the diffusion works perfectly for the diffusion. Now, people, what they do is they put one layer of diffusion, second layer, and third layer. So what happens is first layer, if diffusing properly, then next layer will get a more seamless light. Third layer will get the perfect light. Okay, so depending on the thickness of the paper, you get how many layers you want to put. But before making a cone out of this butter paper, please laminate it, because if you don't laminate it, this is very thin. एक पानी का बूंद पड़ा, it will tear off. Your diffuser is gone. Okay, so please laminate it before making this cone type of diffuser. Plastic containers with opaque white material. I believe everybody have seen these kind of containers in the market, right? It is very cheaply available. कुछ 20 रुपए का एक डबकी आता है. This डबकी को if you cut it well, the cap this area can be used to mount on the lens, and you can cut it properly in a way that it becomes a cone diffuser. There's a very I could explain it in a very long way, but then we don't have time for that. But then if you are really interested, please DM me on Instagram. I will be sharing you how to convert this mug into a diffuser. Okay. Next, basics of stacking and what is in my bag when I go to the field. So I was telling in the last presentation that okay, I will be talking about the stacking in detail, but in a very simple way. So I will just zoom the screen. So what is stacking basically, and why it is needed? See, when we go for high magnification, we get a very shallow depth of field. Shallow depth of field मतलब ये होता है कि if you are shooting subject's nose, for example, for me, if you are shooting, I'm a macro subject. If you are shooting my nose, my eyes are blurred. If you are shooting my eyes, my nose is blurred because the focal plane thickness of the focal plane, the focusing range of that particular at that particular high magnification is so thin. It is in microns, right? So if you focus on rest everything is gone. So it happens like this. So I will zoom in this picture and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this photo. This is the same photo without stacking, and this is another photo with stacking. So I'll explain you. Here you can see only the eyes, the chalice ray, and the pedipalps are somewhat of the pedipalps. Only this portion, the legs, some portion, because this is the focal plane of this photo, and this is where I focused. This is the only clear thing which I could see in the whole subject. You can see the other things out that particular focal plane is not clear, right? On the other hand, I made a stack of this image. I got this very cooperative subject, and I tried shooting it step by step, and you see almost everything is in focus. The thorax, the head, the legs, the pedipalp, the chelsea ray, even the belly. I also tried focusing over here. See the berries. Everything is in focus. So it purely depends on the photographer, because if you want something to be blurred, you can convert a picture into an artistic, so if you want, it all depends on the photographer. But some people would like to show, okay, this is a macro subject, and I want to keep the whole portion of the subject in focus, so that the beauty of the whole macro. Wherein the other case, some people don't want like this. Some people want to focus only on a small portion of the photo and make it more artistic, right? So it depends on you. But stacking, definitely, if you're doing macro photography, you should know what is stacking. So in the next slide, again explain in a very easy way what basically stacking is. I will increase the size of this photo. Okay. Can you see this? When you respond, if you're seeing this GIF image.
Yes, Lucky.
Yeah. So what is happening is, this blue color thing is the focal plane, right? This is a spider, and what stacking does is, you take number of photos. First the leg, then this portion, then this portion, then the head, the abdomen, and the back. So what stacking means, taking different photos at keeping the different portion of the subject in focus and then merging them. Okay, how to merge that? There is another topic. So what is stacking? आप एक सब्जेक्ट की फोटो लो, मेरी नाक को फोकस करके, देन मेरी आंख को फोकस करके, देन मेरे बाल को, देन पीछे, देन पीछे, देन पीछे, एंड देन उन सबको मिला दो. This is stacking. The literal meaning of English, in English also, right? Okay. So stacking also I have divided into two types. One, live or handheld stacking, and another one is still or rail stacking. Okay. Live stacking में क्या होता है? You can use it on the field. Live subjects, in the subjects where you can actually do stacking, but that is very, very, not easy. I would say it is quite challenging, because you don't know how much depth you are getting on the photo. You know how much you don't know how much you have to move ahead, and you don't know how much focal distance, focal plane thickness of the focal plane is on the real time. You can only see it on a big screen. When you come back home, probably you will see one, मेरी नाक फोकस में, आंख फोकस में, बाल गायब, बाल ब्लर्ड हैं, और आपने 14-5 शॉट ले लिए, 5 शॉट लेने थे, नाक, आंख, बाल पीछे और ये, लेकिन आपने नाक और आंख की ले ली, बाल भूल गए. बाल भूल इन द सेंस कि आपको लगा कि आपने लिया है, बट वो इट इज नॉट इन फोकस, एंड देन यू स्किप्ड इट. व्हाट after you merge all those photos, what will happen? जिस photo को आपने नहीं लिया वो blur रहेगी. What will happen? आपको ऐसा लगेगा मेरी आंख और नाक फोकस में, बाकी सब बीच का blurred है, पीछे का और clear है. So it will be a very weird photo, right? So I would call it as a fail stack. But live subjects पे, right? जिंदा सब्जेक्ट पे आप फील्ड पे जाके किसी को मार के सब्जेक्ट नहीं करोगे, right? You don't want to do that. I will never suggest you to do that. Whereas on the still or rail stacking, the another, if you find another a subject which is very still, will get amazingly sharp images. You can see this. This is almost shot at 7x. If you see, even the hair of the longhorn beetle is visible. The eyes patterns compound as a beautifully visible here. Now, if you do that, you need this subject to be stable. अगर वो हिल जाता है तो stacking would fail, right? So, जो अभी मैंने आपको एक GIF image दिखाई थी जिसमें camera was moving ahead. This is the rail which is used. Camera एक rail पे mount हो जाता है, जो slide होती है, एक slider होता है, and उस पे mount करके camera controlled way में धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ता है और subject वहीं होता है still, and then this rail stacking is being done. This is the most accurate way of doing stacking, but only to dead subjects or still subjects. Okay, don't kill anyone to get this rail stacking. So stacking करने के तरीके Photoshop में stacking होती है. It is very intelligent enough to do a very decent amount of stacking. Whereas there are more easier way of stacking with another software like Zerine, Helicon, and there are another freewares also available. If you really want to start the stacking thing, please do DM me on Insta. I will be trying to help you with that. And let's move on to the next topic. What's in my bag when I go for a macro shoot? Okay. What I do carry always, spare batteries for the camera and for the flash, because as I said, EVF. I love EVF, but I hate also because it eats a lot of battery. So I have to buy a another spare battery. Please always keep a spare battery. A set of cards. Cards should not be of big storage capacity. Keeps cards of small storage capacity of but a number of cards, right? Okay, not 1 or 2, keep 4 or 5, but of 8 GB, 10 GB like this. Step up ring and set of Raynox. Do not forget these small wonders. These are the things which I never forget when I'm going on the field. Although once what I did was I have gone to the field with the Raynox, but I forgot to step up the ring. So this has a this clip-on has a minimum diameter requirement of 52 mm, whereas my toy camera this is this power horse is having a very small body, right? It's a very small body, very handy, and the diameter of this lens is only 46 mm. So there is a step-up ring I have to use. Without this, I cannot use the Raynox on it. So if you have an Olympus body 60 mm lens, please buy a step-up ring first before buying the Raynox. And hand sleeves. These are the hand sleeves which are used to protect you from being bitten by mosquitoes or some bugs. Especially when you are on night trail, you always do carry Odomos or bug repellent creams or sprays with you. Is for your own safety. Good quality of umbrella. As I said, I showed you one photo in which I was holding a camera. The umbrella, the same umbrella got torn away. इतनी हवा चल रही थी कि वो फट गया. Finally, I was all wet. My body was wet. Everything was wet, and then I was not able to focus on macro. Buy good camera. Buy good quality of umbrella. Flashlights and head mount flashlights. Okay. So this is also very much important. I would specifically mention that you buy a very good quality of a waterproof flash. You see the Nightcore. This is a Nightcore brand flash. Although you can find very cheap ones also, but believe me, the value for money is not applicable in this case. Go for a waterproof. You will be tension free. You don't want to spend time worrying about other things except on the macro photography when you go on a night trip. And the other flash I use is this. This is a headband. Wear it like this, so you don't one hand and shoot. You cannot do that, right? So this light is very helpful. And the last thing is gumboots. Although literally I cannot keep these gumboots on my bag, but this is to say so, I always carry my gumboots when I go for a macro trail. Fine. Let's move on to the next topic, that is called as the right movement. What is the right movement and how to become a human tripod? See, why I say human tripod, because I hate tripods. Tripods. I never use tripods on my macro trails. It tends to limit my accessibility. It tends to limit a lot of things which I want to do, but I am unable to do in the field, right? So I will be speaking about that again. What is the right moment to shoot? Normally, we learn something about macro photography. We buy the gears. Okay, let's go to the field. We found a subject. Okay, jump in. We go and then they just start shooting. No, don't do that. Please follow these steps always. First, observe the subject. What is the subject? How does it behave? You should know how the subject behaves with a flash, with a close-up thing. When you approach to him, is it showing some kind of a thread display or not? You have to observe that. Observe the position of the subject and the environment. वो कहाँ पर है, किसी ट्रिक पे है, किसी आजू बाजू में उसके क्या है, आपका जो डिफ्यूजर का डिजाइन है वो is it blocking it, is it affecting it, is it doing something with the exterior environment? हो सकता है वो अपने एक कुकून में हो, उसको आप डिस्टर्ब ना कर रहे हो, उसने अपना घर बनाया हो और उसमें आप जाके प्रोट्रूड कर रहे हो, probably you are damaging the environment of that particular subject. So take care of that. Choose the optimum camera settings. Now, balance exposure triangle means I've shown you two triangles, exposure triangle and magnification triangles. Try to choose as much best possible settings and the composition when shooting a macro subject. It is not easy. It comes with experience, but please start observing it. Once you have started observing it, you will be able to work upon it. Okay. After that, if you're done, then you approach the subject with the right techniques. Now, after shooting, there are two more things I would like to mention. Always check after the shot how the picture looks on the screen. See, on a small screen, it will look very good. Okay, it will look marvelous. But when you go to when you go home and then see on a big screen, it's gone. It is just like, oh, ये मैंने क्या shoot किया है? Focus तो है ही नहीं, यहाँ तो गया ही नहीं, angle क्या है, ये अजीब दिख रहा है. So please always check after you shoot and review. To do that, review it after zooming in. Okay, you zoom in and then see what part is in focus. What are you getting? What you really intended to shoot? Okay. Some people discover after shooting that okay, I was trying to shoot this and then I got this. But okay, leave apart there those people. But then people who really want to shoot, okay, I want to shoot this subject in a particular angle, particular focus. Check after zooming. This is the best practice. I'm telling you, I am following this every time. When I've realized this, the benefit of this technique, I am using it from every shot. Every shot I shoot, I zoom in and then check and then again shoot. Okay. Next, how to become a human tripod. As I said, tripods tends to restrict your accessibility, restrict your ways of shooting. So I try to convert myself into a tripod. How to do that? I will show you with the examples. You have to use your elbows. You have to use your thighs and knees. Make your even fingers also useful when you are actually approaching to a very close subject. You can also make your fingers as a tripod. Lay down on the ground if you need. So I will just zoom in and I will show. See, I'm lying down on the ground and I can see here. This is the angle of my elbow, right? I'm supporting my camera and my body with this elbow. Here again, I'm using my knee and my elbow also to rest. This is again becoming a tripod. I'm making my body as a tripod. Here you see there's a spider on this tree, and if you see, I'm using my 3 fingers to support the lens in order to become a human tripod. Again, these are the small things which will help you a lot when you are actually shooting a very closely to any subject. Next, this is again there was a mental speed on this door, and I had to shoot the top view of that mantis pide, but there was no other way I could do because it was on the very height. So I hold the handle of the door, make this hand and support my whole torso to be stable, and the other hand, which you could not see here, is resting on the wall. So this is how I am holding. Without support, I will never shoot. So anyway, I will find to support myself in order to get the shot. Without that, it will ultimately turn out to be a shaky image, or not focus is not proper, because when you go into the magnification, you need to focus what you want. So after 2-3 trials, I could finally get a good picture. I will share it to you later on. Here again, if you see, I was not able to capture. I had to shoot very close, being very close to this bark. So what I did was, again, I set myself up first, and then I use my knees and my elbows as the tripod, and then I took a shot. So this is how these are some of the very basic techniques, practical techniques, I would say, which you should follow in order to get along with your macro gears. Although technical knowledge is very important, without that you cannot discover where you are going, what you have to do, what you are not supposed to do. But these are the techniques which I have told you, specifically about the diffusion. Okay, the 10 rupees kickstart pack for me was has done wonders to me. I have been able to design all my future diffusers using that particular as a base, and definitely it will turn out to be a kickstart for you also. I'll now showcase some of the Olympics image, and I will also review and share a small story, because this is how this is how I will try to explain you how will you get good results out of simple techniques. First of all, I would like to show this image. This image was shot by Olympus PM10 Mark III body with a 60 lens, and it was a very windy night. This photo was upside down. Basically, the original situation was upside down. I rotated it for the viewership of the viewers, and then it was a very windy night. Anwar Nakade, my friend, was with me. He was holding the umbrella for me. Thank you so much, Anwar. And with the help of him, I was able to take this shot, which was recently published in Sanctuary Asia February edition. Okay, anybody can tell me what is the diffuser I used in here? What kind of diffuser I used here? Anyone?
No idea, bro.
I'm sorry?
No idea.
See, I'll tell you one more trick. If you like somebody's photo, just observe what kind of diffuser he is using and for what situation. In this situation, I use the twin diffuser. You can very well make it out of this. Why? Because you see the drop here. You see two blotches, right? Yeah, this is my twin diffuser, right? As I shot this with twin diffuser. Okay. I'll move on to the next. This is again very interesting phenomena. This is a Coridae bug, leaf-footed bug egg. I have never seen a bug, a single egg of a Coridae bug. Usually there's a cluster of it, but this is only one. And this is a parasitoid wasp. So what they do is they actually lay their eggs into somebody else's egg, and the wasp, larva, they eat it, the other species eggs, and then they come out as their own, and then this is how the parasite wasp actually pass on the generations. Anybody guess what is this? I mean, whoever wants to speak, please unmute and then you can speak. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, we are trying to figure out.
It is not clear. This is the larva of a lacewing bug. Lacewing fly, I'm sorry. So
Okay.
like a larva, these are the eggs and they have just hatched and coming out. So I was lucky enough to observe this phenomena. They stay there for a while and then they move out, and then they start becoming the junk bugs, so-called junk bugs. Okay. I have specifically put this image in my presentation. This is basically a handheld stack of almost 9 images. As you can see, this fly is dead. This blue bottle fly is dead and affected by a fungus, right? So I know this is going to be still. I know I can put on a high magnification stacking attempt on this, and that's what I did. So if you can see, I have focused over here on the fly's wings first, then here, then here. If you can see that this is again, this is where I missed. When we do a live stack, we tend to miss because we are not robots. We cannot judge exactly. So this portion of the fly, I could not focus. So I thought it is in focus, but it was not. When I made a stack, this resulted in the whole photo is in stack, but this portion of the wing is out of focus. So this is what I wanted to explain you. So I showed you this photo when I was shooting with the umbrella on my one hand. The snake was here. This is the output image of that particular snake. If you again see, zoom in and then see the diffuser which I'm using, right? Twin diffuser, right? Again, this is the handheld stack, but I played it in a way that it is not visible. This is a stockered fly or hammerhead fly. When I was trying to focus and shoot at around 2x. What happened is, if I focus on this fly, this was going out. If I focus on this, this was going out of focus. So what I did was I clicked a shot of this fly, and then again clicked another photo immediately after shooting this one. So there is not much of a movement. And then when I did that, I just tagged them. Only this portion I've tagged, the eyes portion. If you see remaining, the thorax is almost blur, so which means it is not a single photo. This is what you have to study. This is what you have to see, how the images are being stacked, how the people are portraying their work. Okay, once you start doing that, you will know what is the trick behind creating those kind of images. Next, again, I have shown you this image wherein I was using my fingers to support as a tripod to the lens, because I want to take a ground level shot of this spider. So this was the subject on the tree. Now you can see it looks like it was on the ground, and I have taken a eye level shot. So again, you can see from the eyes, the reflection. This is a twin diffuser which I have used to click this. Next one, one of my favorite unique subject. This is a tree stump spider, and zabardast camouflage hota hai. You cannot view it. Last year when I visited Funsat, I got an eye for it. I could spot it very easily, but then it is not very common to see these kind of subjects on in the jungle. If you find so, please do shoot these. Okay, this image I have selected to show the effect of Raynox. So this is when I shoot without Raynox and see the jump of magnification. There is no crop. With the same settings, when I put on a Raynox, this is the magnification I get. Okay, so there is a issue with the depth of field because I am going in with the high magnification, but then you can see that the details at the center is very, very well taken and captured by the camera. If you are shooting at low magnification, you probably will get a very good depth of field. So the whole subject is quite well in focus. Again, this is a bed of eggs of a pentatomite bug. And this was again an interesting task to complete, because see, when I was focusing on the center, either this portion or this portion was going out of focus. So what I did was I actually twisted the bed in a way that I know what was the depth of field I was supposed to get. So I twisted the leaf in a way that the whole thing is at the minimum focal plane, and then I shot it. So this is how I made this whole subject in focus. Otherwise, I have another shot of the same thing when I was shooting before as a trial. Now, okay, some portion was in focus, some was not. So this is again a trick which you can use to bring the subject in focal plane and then shoot it. So it will probably, you don't have to go for stacking and all. Again, the same technique used here. I was shooting these ladybugs. One was in focus, other was going out. Other one is focus, this was going out. So I actually gone to the same plane and then again shot. So both are in now focal plane. So this is again a trick which you can use in order to get the subjects in focus. Anybody guess what is going on here? Can anybody guess? This is again
Hunting.
no. This is what I saw. I thought before this particular spider spraying on it, but actually I got a shot of spiders mating. So this is how the spiders mate. This is the crab spider. The pediphiles are basically the sex organs, and this is the way they are actually mate, and then they fertile the females. So quite an interesting moment which I wanted to share with you all. Okay, mimicry at its best. Last year concert, we have been there. This is basically a leaf hopper, and then it actually is imitating pretty decently like a leaf. When I mean this in the photo, it looks very much आप पहचान सकते हो, but in the real life it was almost invisible. So this is one more interesting thing which I would like to share with you. And the last one is the mother with the eggs. This is the cellar spider. This is the most common spider we found. Common spider we found in the homes, right? The कॉर्नर में जो बड़े बड़े जाले होते हैं और उसमें छोटी सी स्पाइडर होती है, वो यही होती है. And the tendency is they lay the eggs, but they hold it. The egg clutch को वो hold करके रखते हैं जब तक कि वो वहां से hatch ना हो जाए. बच्चे hatch होने के बाद the mother actually leaves them to grow. So this was all from my side, people. I believe I was precise and I was practical enough for you to understand some of the basics which is required to start shooting good macro images. We will move on to the question and answer session. So I believe some of you have some questions. If you have, please feel free, please unmute and please feel free to ask me anything on the session.
Hey, Lucky.
Hi.
Hello, Lucky.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, this is Upendra. Thanks, very nice presentation, and we got to learn a lot of things which we haven't done yet. So I have one question. When we go with the magnification, you explain the 1:2, 1:3 or something, right? If we are using a normal 100 mm macro lens, and do we need to shoot in the manual mode, manual focus mode, or because if you go with that kind of a magnification and with the autofocus, it sometimes doesn't focus. It takes a lot of time. It has a lot of issues. So we need to go into the manual focus that time, or how it should be?
See, I'll explain you in a pretty easy way. See, do you really shoot with the magnification in mind? No, you shoot with the subject in mind, right? So when you shoot a subject,
correct.
मेरे पास एक subject है. I want to shoot it at 2x. You don't decide that, right? You want to first capture the subject and decide how much it will fill the frame, right?
Correct.
So leave the technical jargons when you are shooting. Just see at what magnification it is filling up the frame of your camera, right? After this, you put a switch to manual focus and then you focus. Okay. What I do is, see,
okay.
I want to shoot this subject in a way that it stands at the left end of the frame, filling 30% of the frame. Okay, somewhere like this. So I will, I will start. I will select the autofocus, shoot it, keep it in that frame, shoot it, focus it, then put it on manual mode, and then start focusing it. Are you getting it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah. So what I do is I first decide my frame, use auto mode, decide the frame, freeze it, then put it in the manual, and then focus on the right point which I want to focus. Okay. This is the best quickest way you can actually compose and focus on the subject at the same time. Okay. If you really want to say कि नहीं मुझे इसको 1:1 पे खींचना है, simple है. Ring को घुमाइए, सीधे 1:1 पे सेट करिए. You know the reading I've already explained. This ring,
yeah.
Just rotate it till it shows 1:1. Switch on to manual mode and start moving by yourself. Focus and then shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if we use the Gorilla Pod, will it help here or it will not? Because using a normal tripod is definitely a very difficult task. So will Gorilla Pod help here?
Gorilla is pretty much messier. It is the same thing because it tends to get along somewhere like a snake around you, and then you end up losing the moment, losing the focus when you are actually shooting. So I would pretty much suggest don't use tripod at all. Okay, try to. I so much insisted on how to convert yourself into a tripod. Reason why?
Yeah.
okay, some cases you can use tripod, some cases you can gorilla pod will give you amazing results, but those will be very less moments, and that can be covered by converting yourself into manual human tripod. And that is where, to practice it continuously, I believe you can do it very well. I mean, there is no need for you to you know फोकस अपॉन कि भाई ये मैं ट्राइपॉड से यूज कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Once it becomes into a habit, you are already there. I mean, you don't have to worry about tripod.
Yeah. Because I normally don't carry the tripod for this kind of shoot.
And there is no
because
need
it is
unless you
very,
want to shoot a video. Yes, for video, do not use handheld. It will be a mess.
yeah.
Okay, for video shooting of a macro subject, use tripod only.
There is a
Okay,
question
thanks.
from Rekha.
Yeah.
She wants to ask what is the Olympus camera that you use, and
I'm using a EM M10 Mark III. This is my body. Can you see? There is an EM10 Mark III body. The most basic one, but the latest model I have got to catch.
yeah. And she also asked, I think, 60 mm Olympus is compatible with Nikon 5000. No, ma'am, it is not. I'm sorry.
No.
So anyway, if somebody don't have any more question, then we'll move back to Kaut. Please be online. So we'll start a small quizzes there. So it's a short one, five question quiz. So please be online, and please, I'm sure you have got the Kaut apps in your mobile. So just open the Kaut apps over there, and we'll just share this link over there. Just hold on for a moment. By the time I will like all of you to go for this.
Meanwhile, can someone just tell the name of the app quickly so that for those who don't have, they can install it?
Yeah,
This
KAHOT.
Scout.
Kahoot, yes. I have typed the name in the chat box.
Is Farooq online? Just hold on. This is the pin that you have to give, 179354. Just put on your name in the team mode.
Yeah, so just open your Kahoot app and enter this pin.
By the time, in case somebody was asking about the recording of the video, yes, we'll be sharing the recording of the video soon, and we'll upload that as well. So just keep in touch with us, and we'll get back to you.
So after the spin, then you have to write your name one, and then again you have to write your name.
I think 41%. Just wait a little more.
Is it only me, or after typing the pin, it is asking me for a team name? Am I supposed to enter something over there?
Your name, your name.
Yeah, your name.
And after that, it is asking me for 3 nicknames.
Write your
So
name.
you just write one your name, just your name.
Okay, thank you.
So, okay. I think it's a little late, and I'll start the quiz. Okay.
Saptarshi, is there only 9 members, as 10 members is join yet?
10, 11.
So can we wait for 2-3 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just wait. Actually, it is a little late. Some of the participants have left. So. Okay, so I'll start right now. Okay, Devinder?
Yeah, please start.
The first question is, what does 1:1 magnification means? You'll find the color code in your mobile. There are 2 options. Whichever is right, you just click on that. Yes, the image displayed on the sensor, same subject. Yeah. Next question. The first is Rahul. Right? Okay. Next question is true or false. Focus peaking is a commonly available feature in the DSLR or mirrorless. So whichever is true or false, you have to just click on. It is true. So first is Darshil. Okay. Next is, what are the desired properties of a good diffuser material? There are 4 options on this. Dark, non-transparent in type, any white colored material, reflective, shiny, must be able to bounce the light in all direction. It should be white, opaque, flexible, and lightweight. Yes, got a right answer. The first is Somia. Okay, congratulations. Handle stacking can be done for extreme macros without any error. True or false? Soumya again. Congratulations. And the last question is, which part of human body can be used effectively as a human tripod? Neck, eyes, ears, ears, toes, nose, all of them. Elbow, knees, fingers. Yes. First is Ravindra. Second is Khalid. Sorry. So first is Soumya. Okay. Congratulations.
Soumya, Khalid, and Ravindra.
Runner
Just beat them. Nice game.
Okay. Thank you. So, and anybody, thank you everybody for joining us. So, any more information?
Thank you, Lucky.
Olympus,
Thank you,
if anybody
everyone.
has, you can please do visit us in our Olympus Pro India site that already Lucky showed. For speaking with Lucky, you can DM him in his Instagram, Facebook, anywhere. Any kind of questions regarding Olympus, you can always come in touch with us, and we are available. So, thank you for joining.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving
Stay
me
safe and stay at home.
Opportunity. So, very happy to share my knowledge with you. And please DM me on Instagram if you want to ask anything about micro photography, and especially with the Olympus systems. I would be very happy to share my knowledge with you. Thank you so much, Olympus and Creative Peripherals team, for giving me this opportunity for sharing my knowledge to everyone. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you to Lucky for coming to the session. It was a wonderful session. I am already getting a lot of comments from everybody who liked your session, and it was very wonderful and very informative. So thank you. Thanks a lot. So
thank you, Lucky. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Ravindra.
And the people who are still on, I would like to say that be in touch in our Instagram page. Evening today, we have a session. It's a live session with Aryan. He's a photographer, which is a portrait photographer. So please be on Instagram at 5 o'clock today. And we'll be talking about portrait photography and fashion photography. Be interested can join in the Instagram Olympus.
So Saptarshi, Anil sir is also with us. Thank you, Anil sir, for joining us for today.
Yes.
And for for participants, if they have any query regarding the Olympus gears, if they want to buy it or they want to purchase it, then Anil sir is there from the Digital Fantasy. So please just contact him. So he will definitely guide you regarding the Olympus gear. Thank you, Anil sir, for joining
Pune,
us.
I think it would be great help for you. Anywhere.
Thank you, Lucky ji. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lucky. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lucky ji.